Okay, it is time for season 3 of our Everton Career Mode. Now in season 2, David Moyes led Everton to a 6th place finish, meaning that we have Europa League football this year. But is this squad really ready to challenge in Europe? Is David Moyes really the one to take Everton maybe to the Champions League? We got a lot of questions to answer this season. Now once again, you guys hit the like goal on episode 2, so let's try to do it again. 3,000 likes on this episode will unlock a season 4 for sure. Now a little reminder once again, each episode is a full season in this series, so today's gonna be the entire season 3. So drop a like if you want to see that. And I say let's get into it. All right though, so year 3 of our Everton Career Mode officially begins. Now I think our team is in a pretty good spot here. I don't think we need to like overhaul it completely this year. I feel like we're not too badly set up to challenge in the Europa League. But okay, first let's do this little quick squad overview. Now first of course, new season, we have 3 brand new kits. We also have a new kit sponsor, Expedia, you know, kind of like an American travel agency website. We'll of course show the new kits a little bit later on, but in goal we still have Jordan Pickford. He's not going anywhere. This man is a club legend at this point. Now Mikalenko won team of the season last year in the Premier League, so obviously not going anywhere. Now at center back is where things get a little bit questionable. So James Tarkowski is actually retiring at the end of this season. At 33 years old, he's gonna hang up the boots, and he's been so good for us, so that's so sad. I'm gonna try to give him, you know, one good final year, but his pace has dropped so much, only at 43 now, where I feel like I either want to start Jake O'Brien alongside Branthwaite or sign a new center back for this season here. Now I'm kind of leaning towards giving Jake O'Brien a chance to start, so Branthwaite and Jake O'Brien might be my center back pairing to start the year, maybe. Right back Jed Spence, we're fine there, perfect actually. He's been so good. Now at CDM we have Garner, Stack, and also Tim still here. Now Decore is actually retiring too, like Tarkowski, so he's gonna be gone after this year. You know, he's been a solid squad player. I think I'll keep him this year just to be on the bench, but I think our CDM rotation looks pretty good. Now on the wing, we do need some backup wingers. We only have Ndiaye, Harrison, and Weah, so we probably need like one more backup left winger this year. At Cam, we have, of course, Francisco Trincao, the best player in this team. You could say the star player of the team, actually. Behind him, Alcaraz, I think, is fine as a backup Cam, and then at striker, of course, we have Calvert-Lewin and then Lucas Nemecha, who the plan is right now for him to be our starting striker this year to start at least. So I think our team is pretty solid after, you know, 2 years of building it up. I feel like we have a solid foundation here. The question is it good enough to challenge in the Europa League and also challenge to a Champions League spot, a top 4 finish? That I'm not so sure about. Now this year we're gonna go for our first actual formation change too. We're gonna go from the 4-2-3-1 to a 4-2-1-3. So it's basically the same. The main difference being our wingers are more pushed up basically. I think to become a better club, we gotta score more goals. So that's kind of my, you know, my plan with this. So a little more attacking minded in our setup, our formation, our tactics. But all right, I think it's time for some signings here. I think most of our signings are gonna be to reinforce the bench, but if we have money left over, maybe new center back, maybe. I'm not sure yet still. Now in terms of our budget in season 3, after getting Europa League qualification, we have 62 million to spend. So I mean, that's not too bad, but it's definitely not the most amount of money to spend in the Premier League. So once again, we're gonna have to be smart here with our money. Now I think for our first signing, it's actually gonna be our only free agent pickup of the year. It's gonna be Hiradeki on a free agent contract. So, you know, basically a solid keeper and backup of Pickford in case we have injuries, you know, just more insurance in that goalkeeper spot. So this should be a relatively, you know, straightforward first signing, and that it is. So Hiradeki is gonna be our first signing in season 3, you know, just a backup keeper, a simple first signing for us. Now a comment that had a lot of upvotes in the last episode was about Eze, about us bringing him to Everton from Crystal Palace, and I do like that signing a lot, but we already have Trincao at Cam, and I feel like Eze is really much more so a Cam than a winger, so I feel like that might create an imbalance in our team. I mean, Trincao is better than Eze at this point, so I'm gonna keep Eze as a target for this series, but I don't think this season is the right season to sign him. Now another name that was popular in the comments is actually Ansu Fati. Some of you guys spoke about us maybe reviving Ansu's career at Everton. Now I think that's a player that kind of makes a lot more sense. You know, Ndiaye has been good at left wing, but he could use some competition there. Like we have Harrison Way on the right, Ansu then Ndiaye on the left sounds pretty good, and I mean he only costs around 25 million, so that's not that much, and at 80 overall I can't imagine him playing that much for Barcelona. He'd have a chance to push Ndiaye for that starting left wing spot, and I mean we know Ansu's potential. You know, if he stays healthy, we know the potential that's there, so we're gonna see how much Barcelona would accept for him. So I'm gonna start with maybe like 23.5. Barcelona are going to say 30 million plus a 10% sell-on clause. All right, what about 26 and then maybe like a 5% sell-on clause? What do they say to that? That's still a pretty good deal for Ansu Fati if you ask me. So they counter with 27.6. I mean 27 million for Ansu, that's not a bad deal. Like worst case scenario, he's our backup left winger like Jack Harrison is for the right wing. So I mean, I don't think we can go wrong here for only 27 million. And I mean, there is potential there for him to really become our starting left winger. So Ansu, are you gonna take a pay cut though? We're not Barcelona, we don't have that much money. Okay, yes he is. So Ansu accepts contract. He wants to play for David Moyes, play for Everton. And with that, we have signed I guess a Barcelona. It's kind of a failed wonder kid. I feel bad calling him that, but that's kind of what it is. But I'll say this once again, there's definitely potential there to unlock. So Ansu Fati, welcome back to the Premier League, but this time at Everton. Now, I forgot to mention, he can also play striker, so he kind of acts as a backup striker too, which is very useful. So our bench is looking a little bit better now, but we still need some more players, I think. I think we need another backup mid, you know, just a box-to-box mid probably, and then honestly, maybe another backup winger at this point. So I say first, let's go after a midfielder here. Now, one of you guys suggested this player here, and I've never signed him, but honestly, he looks really, really good. And that is Bouadi, the 18-year-old French midfielder. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know much about this guy, but looking at his stats, he's 18 years old, and his stats look so well-rounded. I think for the bench, he'd be a great pickup. I gotta imagine there's a lot of potential there at 18 years old and 75 rated, and he might only cost around 13 to 14 million, so this feels like a no-brainer if you ask me. So I'm gonna start with maybe 14 million, see what Fiorentina say that. All right, 14 million and then a 2% sell-on clause. You know what? I will accept that. That's an easy deal to accept. So basically him and Tim are gonna be the two backup mids off the bench, so we can't go wrong there. Bouadi accepts the contract, and that is the third signing of season 3. Now he could really turn into a star for us. He's got that potential, I think. It's gonna take some development though. All right, bench is looking much better. I still feel like I could use maybe like one more winger on the team because we only really have Harrison and Fati as the backup wingers. And another player you guys suggested, he's not going to cost that much, is actually Tyztir George, the Chelsea winger that now in this save is currently playing in France. And once again, 20 years old, 73 rated, he's got good pace. He's really not going to cost that much. It seems like to be a very useful player on the bench because, you know, Europa League football, we're going to have a lot more games this year. So we're going to need just that much more cover. Now, I'm not giving him Patterson though. Let's try 5.8 million for Tyztir George. They are going to accept that. Okay, this is a done deal. Now, sadly, that's kind of all of our money. So unless we sell someone, I think we might be stuck with O'Brien and Branthwaite as our center back pairing, which I'm definitely going to give Jake O'Brien a chance, and it looks like he's going to get that chance. So Tyztir George, welcome to Everton. That's probably our last signing of the summer window. I feel like that's not too bad for strengthening before our first European campaign. So all in all, 4 pickups: Ansu, Bouadi, George, and also Hiradeki. I would say a solid window for us, just further building on the foundation of the team. So yeah, I'd say our bench looks way better, way stronger. Now I am going to try and loan out Finley Steele, I think, for this year, so he gets time to develop more because our team is more deep now. So we're going to try to loan him out, and then also update on our youth academy prodigy currently in the academy. He's still 86 to 93 potential, or 92 potential, but he's 50 years old, so he's getting closer and closer to maybe getting promoted. Maybe like 1 to 2 more years he'll be ready. Now the way his stats look, he really looks like maybe he could be like a box-to-box mid. When you guys said that we should try and find the next Wayne Rooney, I do like that idea, but I'm not sure if Dominic Waite is that Wayne Rooney archetype. We'll see though. Who knows? He could be. But yeah, 3 million left. That's going to be it for our transfer business here. I'm putting my faith in Jake O'Brien and also Branthwaite here to lead our defense in this new formation, this new setup. All right, so Finley Steele and also Ramiro Flores have been loaned out to the 2 youth graduates of the series so far. Finley Steele has gone to West Brom, and then Flores has gone to Norwich. We're definitely going to watch how Finley Steele develops. All right, though, I'd say we're ready for the first game of the season now. So first game of the year is going to be away to Crystal Palace. First, though, let's draw off our new kits for season 3 here. You know, once again with our new sponsor, Expedia. So our home kit's got like the white collar. Then we actually have the Nigeria, I think, national team kit sleeves. I think I like this home kit better than our last year home kit. Now the away kit's very similar blue, but it's a lot more dark, and it's got like some gold trimming on the sleeves, you know, kind of keeping that same theme. I really like that sleeve design right there. And then our away kit is a simple white kit with the kind of like the block in the middle, the Expedia logo in it. You know, I'm trying to make the Everton kits, you know, kind of stay true to Everton, but I'd say these are not too bad. I think we got to debut the 3rd kit though in the first game of the season. So let's do that. Let's also see how this new formation works and see if we can win the first game of season 3. All right, I'm excited for this year. No, I'm excited to be in the Europa League with Everton. Like European football at Goodison Park. We already won the first trophy of the series last season, the Carabao Cup. I would like to win the Europa League this year, but I think that's going to be pretty tough. Definitely going to be a challenge for our team, I think, but we're up for it. Hoping with this new formation with the wingers pushed up, we can score more because that's probably our biggest issue. Our defense is solid, which I'm hoping, you know, the new setup doesn't hurt that too much, as first shot is going to be a Pickford save. We got to increase our goal scoring numbers, though, to become a better team, become an elite team in the Prem. Now, Weah is going to steal that. Weah, that's beautiful. That's great dribbling. Didn't go into Ndiaye. Now, Nemecha is making a good run here. Is he going to get this? He might not. Okay, whoa, what a clearance. Weah, get that. Weah is gonna head it backwards to not a teammate. Stack wins it back though. I didn't mean to shoot that. I tried to make a tackle there. Oh, Anton, bro, the strength there is insane. Anton Stack, he's got the long shots. Okay, that was a powerful shot, but probably a bit too eager shooting from that far out. And Anton Stack, though, has been an amazing signing in the midfield. He's been so good. Him and Garner as midfield, too, is pretty good because Garner is a little more, you know, mobile, quicker a little bit. I feel like they balance each other in that, you know, midfield defensively. Now, saying that, chance for Crystal Palace here. Gonna be a shot that's blocked, and that is gonna go wide for a corner. Corner swung in. That is gonna be a header that bounces. Branthwaite clearance is a little bit awkward, but Dinkau will be on it. Now we got a counterattack chance here because Dinkau has options. Now the pass though is definitely not good enough. That was nowhere near good enough actually. Oh, that ball gets through Branthwaite. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Sarr is going to score the first goal of the game. So we start season 3 by conceding the first goal, but man, it just went right by Branthwaite. That's so unfortunate. All right, Crystal Palace 1, Everton 0 in the 34th minute. Yeah, that one is not how you want to start a year. That's just awkward. Now Dinkau is going to feed it to Ndiaye. Nemecha is in a good spot. Over to Weah. Okay, where's the shot at though? Boys, find space. That's beautiful work. Weah shot. Oh, that's got to be a goal. That was beautiful. Man, we got to score that right there. Short corner is going to go to Garner. Back to Trincao. We're going to try to loft this in far post, which that's not really far post, but it might fall for a shot. Anton is going to play it to Nemecha, which that's not a bad angle. And Nemecha, what a shot. Okay, good response after conceding a very poor goal. 1-1, and I believe the 44th minute. I like to see Nemecha scoring from that kind of angle. I like it. Now, a chance to score another for halftime, maybe, because Trincao has got Weah on a run, which that's a decent ball. Weah is going to try to cut inside. He does. Now, Weah is going to feed it over to Ndiaye. Ndiaye looking for a shot. Gonna go for maybe a pass again. Find the angle. It's gonna be Weah. Same chance, same spot as before, but this time he actually scores it. Okay, great response after conceding the first goal. Halftime is gonna be 2-1 to us. I will take that. Yeah, I would say first impressions are for new formation seems to be better attacking wise, so that's a big positive. The wingers seem like they're in much more dangerous spots. Mikolenko, good tackle, but the Crystal Palace player is gonna stick with it. I don't know how. Mikolenko again, another tackle. Bro, he is so good. He's been really a surprise player of the series. I didn't think he'd be that good. Now saying that, chance for them again. Pickford save, and he will catch the rebound. By the way, you probably noticed that Pickford's taken over the full captain's duties over Tarkowski, which honestly, Pickford was kind of the captain before. He probably should have been, so I guess now it's just rightfully so on his arm. Tyztir O'Brien misses that tackle. Pass through. Pickford, good save. Right on cue, by the way. Now Garner, good steal. Okay, that was a dangerous chance. They should have scored that, honestly. Now a chance to break here in DI over to Trincao. He has space because Nemecha's making a good run. Trincao goes all the way, and that's going to be 3-1 to Everton. All right, Nemecha's run made so much space for Trincao right there. And okay, you know, going 1-0 down and then bringing it to 3-1, that's a good sign for our first game of the year. Now, Ansu Fati, though, is on for Ndiaye, then also Bouhaddi is on for Garner. So we got 2 more player debuts. Oh, that's a good ball through, though, and Sarr is going to score, thankfully. He's offside, though. Yeah, that's a little bit alarming to see us concede like that, but at least he's offside. All right, though, let's see how Ansu can do in his first game for the club. Nemecha over the top to Ansu. Ansu couldn't quite control that one. Kind of funny, we got Trincao and Ansu, the 2 Barcelona DNA players. And Nemecha into Ansu. Ansu fights for it, but he can't quite control it again. It's not the best pass to him, though. Spence, good ball to Weah. Have a chance to get a 4th here, maybe. Weah's got options. We're going to try crossing this far post, but okay, the cross doesn't even get through. So have it, though. Chance for now. Trincao to shoot. It's going to fall to our other new signing. Bouhaddi is going to go to Trincao. Going to get it right back to him. He is going to shoot. It's going to be blocked, unfortunately. But okay, that is full time. So our 2 debutants, you know, had a solid little cameo there. But 1-0 down to winning 3-1. I will take that for the first game of the year. I think our team just looks really solid right now. All right, so next up is going to be our first European game of the series. Now, I'll say this, though. We've had a very good start to this season, a very good start. So after Crystal Palace, we beat Spurs, we beat Nottingham Forest. So Everton have yet to lose a game this year. And Premier League, we're actually sitting in first after 5 games. So yeah, that's a very good sign. We're the highest scoring team in the Premier League. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a new formation, really unlocking some of these players like attacking qualities, but that is a really good sign. Next game, though, is going to be probably, you know, one of our biggest tests of the series. We're facing AC Milan. Like, talk about a tough Europa League game. This is like a Champions League quality team, obviously. I mean, they still have Leao, they have Jimenez, Chukwueze, Musa, so it's still pretty much a familiar AC Milan team. So yeah, this right here is a very big test. But okay, the first time in this series, European football has come to Goodison Park. It's a milestone in the series. Let's try to make sure we don't get embarrassed, though, because this AC Milan team looks really, really good. And our team is just unproven in Europe. We will see how this goes, though. Now, Trincao's gonna run here a little bit. Now he's got space for a shot, which Francisco Trincao, okay, that shot was so powerful. Just bounces off their player, though. Now, I gotta imagine the AC Milan are probably one of the best teams in the Europa League, like completely. Probably a surprise they fell to the Europa League. Okay, Garner, good dribbling there. Gonna play it to Ndiaye. Gonna swing it over to Mikolenko. Into Nemecha. Good first chance here. The ball falls. Wait, Nemecha! Bro, the ball fell in front of him and he put his hands on his head. I think because he handballed it. I was gonna say, how are you not shooting that, bro? The ball's right in front of you. Okay, Anton, good run here. Gonna play it to Trincao. Gonna play it over to Weah. Weah. Gonna try to find Ndiaye. Oh, it was a good idea. It's not gonna work, though. Loftus-Cheek. Okay, O'Brien, that's a good tackle on him. Oh, we stole it back, though. Loftus-Cheek is a player that has been on our short list since day 1. I do like the idea of us signing him, as Morata is going to put that wide. Yeah, I mean, if we ever need a new starting midfielder, I do like Loftus-Cheek in this game. I feel like he'd really fit the Everton theme. Now, Nemecha on a run here. What a through ball, and Everton score first. Versus AC Milan, the first European goal of the series. And Nemecha is looking pretty good to start the season. Pretty good. 32 minutes in, Everton take the lead. Oh, Morata's there. Spence. Oh, Spence. He barely got to it there. That was shaky. Corner in by Benased. That is going to be a header. That is, oh my, Loftus-Cheek. There's an open net. Cleared off the line, and it's going to be cleared again. Okay, that was like 2, almost maybe 3 chances for Milan. Can't score it, though, and then, okay, Stack steals it. Oh, the ball could have got through to Weah. We could have been away there. All right, that is a wild sequence, though. Weah, what a steal from Timothy Weah. Play it to Trincao. Get over to Garner. Garner options. We're going to go to Mikolenko, which once again, the ball is a good idea. Just didn't quite work. I like the thought though. Weah, Trincao options here. Going to get it back to Timothy Weah. Good turn there. Weah shot across goal, but it's right at Maignan. Man, though, that is an encouraging first 45 minutes against a good team like this. I am very encouraged by that. They got a lot of game left though. Still got 45 minutes. Oh, Mikolenko. Easy steal there from him. Now Garner has got NDI. We got runners here. NDI. No, I was waiting for Trincao to find a little more space. Now I also changed Trincao from a shadow striker to a classic 10. And I feel like he's not making as many runs and behind since our wingers are so far up. We don't really need him to. So he's playing more as like a typical cam. And I do like the spots he's getting into. So that looks like another positive change for us. Benasser though into, oh, that's going to be Morata. Good chance, but that is not a good finish though. That is really poor from him. Garner into NDI. Gonna play it to Nemecha. Nemecha is gonna try to feed it over to Trincao. Oh, good idea, but Hernandez gets it out. And AC Milan are definitely passing better here. They're trying to get back in the game, which honestly they might. They have players that can score at will, although Stack, what a tackle that is. Now Weah, you got space right there. Weah is gonna feed it over to Nemecha. Nemecha, one more pass through to Trincao. We just could not get it through. And that was just so predictable. Spence, good defending on Teo Hernandez there. Okay, if we score another here, it might seal it because time is running out for them. Oh, Trincao, good tackle there. Man, that was a good tackle by Fofana, actually. Trincao into NDI. It's going to be Nemecha over to NDI, a chance to seal it. Gonna go for a shot, and oh, NDI, I thought about passing it. Oh, that finish was just so awkward. All right, NDI, after that finish, get off the field. You're getting off. I'm pulling you for that one. Ansu on for NDI. That's the goal we should have sealed this on. If we draw this game, I'm gonna look back at that finish and say that's the reason we didn't get all 3 points here. Spence, once again, good defending though. All right, Pickford, we got players open here on the left. What a good ball from Pickford. Trincao to Nemecha. Nemecha is gonna play it over to Ansu. Okay, goes to Mikolenko instead. Can we find the ceiling goal? Ansu, chance here is gonna cut inside beautifully. Ansu, what a play. That's a good save though by Maignan. All right, 3 minutes left. I think we'd be cautious here. We try to hold it. Just trying to see out the clock. I want this win versus Milan. I want it. I am not going to risk losing the lead. Chance here though. Ansu again. Ansu pushed by Schlotterbeck, falls to Weah. Okay, I think we wasted enough time. A chance to shoot here now. Weah through to Ansu. Oh, the ball just couldn't reach him again. All right, though, that is full time. So our first European night of the series. Everton fans going crazy. David Moyes takes down AC Milan. Hey, man, this team's on the rise. I feel like something special is happening at Goodison Park right now. All right, so a little drop off, a very tiny drop off after our good start here. We did lose our first 2 games of the year, one being versus Liverpool and then one being versus Villa. So 2 slip ups, and that sees us down now to 5th in the Premier League, but a game in hand. So if we win this, we'll go back up to maybe 2nd or 3rd. Hey, it's still been a great start. It's still been a great start. After 2 back-to-back losses though, we now face West Ham away. We're gonna jump in and play this, trying to make sure it's not 3 Premier League losses in a row. Now also one change for us this game, Ansu starts over in DI. So Ansu's really first chance to impress in starting 11, so a full 90 for him. Trying to make sure we don't, our form doesn't drop too much. Ansu a chance here, which over to Weah. Weah couldn't quite control that pass though. Spence, good tackle again. Oh, he can keep it in though, man. We had a player, Weah was gonna be away there, I think. Okay, what a bad throw in. Spence still can't control it. This is a sloppy start to this game. The ball just has a mind of its own. Now pass back. It's going to go to Ward-Prowse into Zaire Emery. Granit Xhaka for West Ham. Okay, they have some new signings here. Whoa, that shot from Bowen was terrible, actually. All right, not a bad start, though, for West Ham. Now Spence to Weah. We have options here. Weah is going to get it to Ansu. Ansu, good turn. Left-footed shot. It's going to be an easy save for their keeper, not too threatening. Trincao, cross sent in. Header. Going to bounce in the... Okay, whoa, bro. What is happening? What is happening in this game right now? There's like 4 players that just fell over each other right there. Is this going to be just one of those games? Yeah, they look up for this game though. They are passing this around pretty well, so this might be a tough one. Emery into, is that Patson Daka? It might be. Mikolenko though. Beautiful tackle. Ben's good ball to Weah. Weah is going to control that beautifully. Okay, Weah, you got to get a chance here. That defender is not even staying with you. Timothy Weah in front of goal. Bro, that defender just let Weah run right by him. Even on ultimate difficulty, they still do that. I mean, I'll take it though. Weah, that's a really good finish. 33rd minute, Everton 1, West Ham 0. Trincao to Ansu. Pass to Nemecha now. Nemecha into Ansu. Ansu, chance here is going to cut inside a little bit. Gonna maybe trying to find a pass. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad. What a goal by Everton. Bro, Ansu, what a dink little pass over to Nemecha, but what a finish. Man, Nemecha as a free agent pickup last year might be one of the best signings of the series in terms of value. Like, this dude was a free agent. What a finish, though, over the keeper. That is beautiful. All right, West Ham have looked good, but it's going to be 2-0 to us in the 40th minute. Telling you, this team is making a leap forward, I think. I can feel how much we've improved since last year. Just are we going to be consistent enough to actually show it in the standings? Now, okay, Ranthwaite, what kind of pass was that? That was easy defending. They might have one more chance here for halftime. Ansu. Got a chance here. You know what, Nemecha? Why not? Why not again? Oh my, Nemecha. Oh, I thought the back heel would work to Weah, but it did not. All right, though, 2-0. A solid first half right there. Man, Spence has won the ball back so many times in this episode already. Like, he is making a leap too at right back now. Once again, Weah is finding space. This new formation is giving teams issues. Weah stops. Nemecha. Oh, where's the shot though? Ansu's gonna go for a fake shot. Oh, right into the center back though. Yeah, I think we were too slow there. We kind of let the defense get back into position. Okay, let's try and make sure we don't let West Ham back in this game because they are playing well. So all they need is one goal to get back in it. Try and make sure we don't give it to them. Spence over to Nemecha. Nemecha is gonna get it back to Jed Spence, who's in. Now, is there an option to pass it to? Not really. Hold up. Spence, Weah, swing it over. Okay, that's not who I wanted. You know what, Mikolenko? Why not shoot this? Why not? I guess that's why not. Nemecha, header. Oh, he's got taken down. Ref, you're gonna call that? Yes. Wait, that's not a penalty? I thought that was in the box. Bro, he just pulled him down. Was that not a penalty? Oh, it's actually called back for there. Wait, what? How is that their ball? I'm so confused. Was it handball or offside? I am so confused. Man, that ruined a really good chance for us. Yeah, chance here. This is awkward from a free kick because everyone's out of position. Shot there. And I think Patson Daka is going to score. All right, West Ham 1, Everton 2 with 15 minutes to go. And we just let them back in the game. That is what I said we can't do, especially away from home. Now, Weah, Ansu, into Nemecha. That is just a beautifully constructed goal. And our 2-goal lead is restored. Ansu with a great assist. That is how you respond after conceding. I love that. But yeah, Nemecha is playing so well to start this year. So well. Now, Ansu hasn't scored yet, but he's definitely fitting in here on that left wing. I do like him a lot. Having him and DI to battle it out for the starting spot, I mean, that is only going to help us really now. Tedinkau, that handball, no, we'll play on. I will not take the free kick because Garner now has space. Garner from distance. Oh, I thought that went in. Not a bad shot from James Garner. All right, crossover. Pickford has it. That is going to be full time. So again, West Ham actually played pretty good, but it's going to be another 3-1 win. We are having just such a strong start to this season here. Maybe a top 4 spot is in play for us with David Moyes as coach. Now, once again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but this season so far looks really, really good for us. 11 games in, we are back in a first place. Now, we're still tied with Chelsea, 1 point off Brighton, only 3 points off Liverpool. But man, this has been such a strong start. Now, it's kind of funny. Arsenal are all the way down in 17th. I don't know how, but they are. I mean, I imagine we're only in season 3, so they probably still have a good team, but I don't know what is going on with them. But we're in first in the Premier League. We play Arsenal up next. I want to try and stay in first. So we are going to play this. Arsenal are still a 5-star team, but how are they in 17th? That makes like no sense. But man, I want to try and stay in first. And are we actually a title challenger in season 3? Like, this is probably the best start for a season for Everton, maybe like in what, 20 years? This is that's quite insane. Let's see if we can keep it up though. If we can get Champions League for season 4, that would be amazing. That's probably our main goal here, but it is, I think, pretty outlandish still. Gonna need to get more evidence of this, you know, throughout the season to really say that are we really a top 4 challenging team? I don't know. Because even though Arsenal are in 17th, they're still a good team. So I imagine this is going to be tough, and already Rice shot. It's going to be a save. Yeah, they're good. I don't know how they're in 17. They're still good. That is some like weird FC simming thing. Now, Tedinkau to Nemecha. Man, our new formation, we are cutting apart defenses. It's that easy. Nemecha shot. It's going to be 1-0 to Everton already. Man, Tedinkau in that new number 10 role is just like pulling the strings behind every single attack. Bro, David Moyes is absolutely cooking right now. 11 minutes in, 1-0 to Everton. This is insane, bro. Our team, our highest rated player is what? Tedinkau 85? Or I think 86, but the next best player is like 82. So this team is like, it's really not on paper like title challenging quality, but I don't know how our sim luck is starting the year is so strong. Tedinkau over to Weah. Weah options here. We go to Nemecha. Nemecha into Ndiaye. Ndiaye should score that. Oh, it's a good save. I should chip that. Now, I'll say in season 1, we were like in 2nd place in December. So, I mean, this is not too crazier than that. But I feel like this time in played games, we're actually like playing like a 1st place team. So we're showing it more on the field where I have a lot more confidence in saying like we're a top 4 team. Mikolenko into Ndiaye. Ndiaye back to Nemecha. Nemecha's going to cut inside. Gonna look for a shot. Nemecha is, oh, he almost had a good shot there. Spence into Weah. Weah back to Nemecha. Over to Spence. Okay, why did Spence stop running? I don't know, but he's gonna pass it over to Weah. Weah, oh, that touch was absolutely pitiful though. That touch ruined the entire chance. Mikolenko and DI. DI's making a run. Nemecha, good pass over, and DI can't quite reach it, but Nemecha gonna head it to Mikolenko. Cross over. Weah, chance for a header that looked pretty good, but it's going to be blocked back to Raya. And the confidence in this team right now is flowing. Odegaard, pass over. Mikolenko barely got that in front of Saka. Man, what a play. That was Arsenal's most dangerous move so far. And halftime, it is currently 1-0 to Everton. I would say, though, it's been pretty much just us. It's been domination. Mikolenko through to Ndiaye. Chance to shoot from distance. Raya does make the save. O'Brien, man, O'Brien, he is getting a chance to start, and he's playing so well. I'm glad we didn't sign your center back because he is looking solid. Now Spence is going to play it over. Weah shot, first time shot, falls to Nemecha. Open net. It's going to be NDI bicycle kick. Okay, that's not going to even get to the keeper now. Trincao. Over to NDI. Is that handball? No, that's not handball, actually. All right, that was a wild sequence again. Saka, good pass to Vlahovic. Now, okay, don't let him back in the game. Mikolenko from behind. I didn't even make that tackle. That was all him. But man, another good play from our left back. Okay, Ben White gets past Mikolenko though, saying as I just complimented him, of course, that's the jinx. Header there. Oh, that's such a weak goal to concede. A simple header. Ferran Torres is stuck in the net. And Arsenal tie this up at 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. That's so lucky. Okay, let's see if we can take the lead back. Nemecha over to Trincao. I could have played that. Decided not to though. Trincao into Ndiaye. Oh, he just couldn't quite control that one. We got to be careful here. They have players that could win this game at any moment. We got to be careful here. Spence played that well. He played that very well, actually. All right, 10 minutes to go. Still just 1-1. Nemecha is going to play it over to Trincao. Weah, I need you running, bro. Where are you at? Timothy Weah, I'm going to shoot this because why not? Oh my, Timothy Weah from that far out. Trincao header. No, man, there's no one there for the rebound though. Man, I can't believe Weah got that close to scoring that though. That was so far. Come on, 5 minutes. Might have one more chance here. Anton to Weah. Weah touch is a little bit awkward again. Trincao keeps it. Trincao over to Garner. That's a good chance here. No, I actually wanted that to go to, was that Ndiaye? That was not where I wanted that pass to go to. Oh no, Saka has the last chance here maybe for Arsenal. Saka is going to play it up to Vlahovic. Vlahovic, Branthwaite can't stay in front of him and oh man, the post just saved us. Man, Vlahovic turned Branthwaite and I thought that was going to be a last minute winner, but the post saves us at least a point this game. But man, this really could have been a win. I think we played good enough to win. We just couldn't find that second goal. All right, so now it's currently actually going to be Christmas Day versus Brentford. It's going to be our next played game, our last game before January. Now we've hit a little bit of rough patch, but it's not too bad. So after the Arsenal draw, we drew in the Europa League. We beat Wolves 3-1. And then so far in December, a draw, win, a loss, and then 2 more draws. So, I mean, that's not too bad. You know, we drew versus teams like Chelsea, City. So I'd definitely say not too bad. And when you look at our league position, I think you could easily agree with that. 17 games in, we sit in 2nd place still. Now we are a loss away from 8th. So, I mean, it's still so close to the top, but I believe we're like the 3rd highest scoring team, but we have tied for the best defense though. So our team is looking so good this year. Carabao Cup, we got knocked out, I think, in round 4. Yeah, by Newcastle. So we're not going to repeat as Carabao Cup champions. And Europa League, we are currently sitting in 8th place. So, I mean, not too bad. You know, 4 wins, a draw, and a loss. That's definitely not bad. But we are close to slipping into the playoff round. So don't want to do that. I think overall, though, I can't be mad with the start to the year. Nemecha has 15. Trincao has 13 goals, 5 assists. Weah 6-3. Ansu 4-4. But where is Ndiaye at? Ndiaye has not scored yet. He's not scored in 17 games. So Ndiaye had a bad season 1. Season 2 was good. And now so far this year just has simply not scored yet. That's a little bit concerning, a little bit. But man, Nemecha is becoming a true striker in the Premier League though. All right though, Brentford away. So the last game before the January transfer window. So far in this series, we've had very quiet January windows because our team is always doing pretty good towards the middle of the year. So I don't want to change things too much. And it kind of feels like this year, you know, it's kind of going the same. So I'm not sure I envision too much business and we don't have much money left anyway. So I'm not sure now. Ndiaye, chance to score his first goal of the year. This shot is going to be immediately saved. But okay, I want to win this and try to keep staying in that that 2nd spot. Maybe even going to 1st. I don't want to drop out of that right now. So O'Brien shot. He could have scored probably the first goal of his career. Okay, this guy is just like zooming along the wing. Anton tries to catch up. Okay, O'Brien, good tackle or good clearance actually. Branthwaite was out the red card suspension, so Tarkowski is playing this game. You know, probably one of the last of his career for our team, you know, of his last season. But Jonathan David scores first for Brentford. That is an unfortunate start. Weah, good turn there. Weah has options. Gonna try and... Oh, that's good. We just faked out that defender. Now Ndiaye to Francisco Trincao. Man, when we concede, we just have instant responses. This team just never lets their head down. We always have a response. It's not even that powerful of a shot, but it's just the placement on it by Trincao is good enough to beat their keeper. All right, so 1-1 in the 15th minute. I like to see, you know, quick responses from our team after conceding. I like to see that. Okay, well, that was a rough tackle. Wait, okay, Pickford, you just staying home there? I guess it was a bad angle, but that's not a good play from us. Carvalho, crossover, Spence, clearance, doesn't get to it, but Pickford will watch it just go wide. All right, come on, let's take control of the game. Let's try and jump into 1st, or at least stay in 2nd. Mikolenko and Ndiaye, pass to Nemecha, who's onside. Nemecha, in on goal. Typical finish from him, and he's gonna put it wide. And that feels like his first actual, like, missed shot of the season so far. I guess nobody's perfect. Now, Anton... I know he's got shot power. I want to see one of these at some point. That was a little bit too far though, probably. Okay, Anton up to Weah. Weah is going to try to head that down, but he actually controls it. He read that so well. And that defender had a horrible header pass. Now Weah, oh, that was going to be a good ball over to Ndiaye, I think. Just couldn't reach him. And Brentford not playing bad here. Really not bad. Good pass through. Oh my. Bro, that was... I received the ball and his first touch is almost like a perfect pass to their Brentford striker. All right, free kick though. This is not a bad spot. Now it's going to take something special though, and I just jumped early. That free kick is so bad, though. Why was I even worried? That was so bad. Garner, to Trincao, and Ndiaye. Nemecha, turn, Weah. Might be away there. Weah is going to take a first touch. Is good. The shot angle is tough. Rebound though. Oh, Weah just puts the rebound wide. Man, our finishing this game has been inconsistent. I feel like this should be 2-1 right now, or at least maybe 3-1. Kind of funny. Kovacic is playing for Brentford. Man, these teams have made some interesting signings. Mikolenko to Trincao. Space for a shot, and Francisco Trincao. What a shot. Man, he has been so good in 3 years for us. The cover star of the series, basically. He has been so good. He makes it 2-1. I feel like Trincao might be the future captain of the team. Him or Garner probably are the next in line after Pickford. But Trincao has a chance to be the captain after Pickford retires. He's becoming truly like a leader of the team. Now, Weah has gotten a match on a run. Okay, that is not where I wanted the ball to go to. Like, not even close. How was I aiming there? Now, that's a good ball. This is bad. David. Over Tarkowski, actually O'Brien. That's a huge block right there. And he played that so well. O'Brien is looking good. I keep saying it. For his rating at 79, he's playing so much better than that. Trincao to Weah. Chance to seal this game, maybe. Weah gonna try to play it over the top to NDI. NDI is almost gets that, but not quite. All right, Ansu on for NDI for the final, 15 minutes. See if we could just score one and seal it, unless they score here and tie it up, which Garner has a decent clearance away. Mikolenko, that's not a good clearance away, though. Okay, Garner gets it. Now we can break. Francisco Trincao. Oh, that was almost a good ball to Ansu. Man, if it was over to the left a little more, he's in. Almost really good, but now they have a good chance to attack. Whoa, what a shot. Man, that almost went in. That was such an awkward shot, though. Right when I said be careful, we lost it. Great. Now, David. Gonna pass it over. We gotta read it. Tarkowski. Tarkowski. That is experience defending there. 43 pace, and it doesn't even matter now. Trincao. Up to Ansu. Ansu might get that. He actually is. Ansu is gonna cut inside. Great play there. Oh, the finish, though, is just blocked. And he took that ball down so well, though. All right, 2 minutes, boys. Park the bus. See out the win. Stay in second place. Park the bus. And we pushed them all the way back, and that's going to be full time. Okay. Definitely a game, again, where we should have scored, you know, probably the third goal. We just couldn't find it. But it's still going to be 3 points for Everton Football Club. And, man, this is going to end a special first half of the season here. All right, so we finished December with a 2-1 win versus Fulham. That means midway point of the year, Everton have a 4-point lead in first place in the Premier League. Now, that is so insane. I feel like at some point the sim luck is going to go against us. I feel like at some point we're going to drop off, but man, what a start for us. So January rolls around, the transfer window is open. We only have 11 million to spend though, so that's just really not a lot again to make an impactful signing. And even if we had money, I know we're in first place, so I feel like it'd be not wise to switch things up too much. Like, stats look good, and even though NDI is not scoring, I mean, you can't argue with our first place spot. Like, he's doing something good at least. Although I would like him to score his first goal of the season maybe soon. I just once again feel like we should stay put in January. We don't need any drastic changes. Everyone's playing so well. I think our bench players are providing solid cover, you know, solid backups. Now, I'll say one thing kind of worries me is if Nemecha goes down with an injury. He's been so good for us, where that would make Calvert-Lewin a starter as a backup, and that is a little bit worrying. I mean, Calvert-Lewin hasn't grown much. He's 29 years old. I mean, he's played 3 games. He scored 1, so I guess that's not too bad. I do see us maybe replacing him soon. Maybe not yet, though. I think I'll keep him as a backup for the rest of the season at least. So we are staying put, no moves in January. Now our loanee players, let's see how they're doing. So Finley still is not grown yet, and also Flores I don't think is grown yet either, so that's a little bit sad, but I'm hoping Finley still gets some kind of development over at West Brom. And yeah, Dominic Wade is still 15, so I feel like next year he's probably turned 16. Definitely a box-to-box mid, and his stats look like they're developing pretty well. That 5-star weak foot's really nice. But okay, we are staying put in January, so no more transfer moves this year. All right, so a few tough results in January, a few tough results. It was pretty spotless other than a Man United loss, a West Ham draw, and also a Chelsea 3-0 loss. Other than that, a pretty solid January. So after that, I imagine we're not in first place anymore. We are going to be in third place 24 games in, and Liverpool take a 4-point lead. Okay, so I mean, that's kind of where we want to be though. If we finish 3rd or 4th this year, that'll be such a success for this club. I might be even happy with 5th or 6th. I don't want to regress from last year. I don't want to finish in 7th or 8th. I think at least another 6th place finish, I'll be happy. Now we also finished the Europa League phase, which we finished in 4th eventually. So I mean, 6 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss is definitely pretty good. So thankfully we avoid that first playoff round. The knockouts still are coming up next year. All right, so February we had 2 shaky results: a draw versus Brentford, and then a 3-0 loss versus Leicester, which was a little bit shocking. Feels like our form is getting a little more inconsistent, but I mean, that was kind of to be expected. So after that, Premier League, we are now sitting in 5th place. Okay, so we've dropped a little bit, but I mean, still only 2 points away from 2nd, so we're still there. We are 4 points clear of 7th, so that's something to watch. But now our attention turns to the Europa League because we have our first ever knockout tie of the series. So round of 16, we have Rangers, so a team from Scotland. I mean, a team you would expect us to beat, but it's never quite that simple in Europa League or any type of European football. It's highly unpredictable. So we're gonna sim the first leg and probably play the second leg, which first leg is going to be 2-2. All right, so all even now heading into the second leg. Now before that, we just had a 2-1 win versus Man City, so another good result for us. Like, that's a bounce back result. That definitely should help our Premier League standings. But okay, now second leg versus Rangers. Let's try and not let our first ever European knockout tie. Let's try and not make our first end just so quickly. I mean, obviously, we know also like winning Europa League that gets you Champions League football. So if we could win this, it'd be amazing. And Rangers is a team we definitely should beat. If we lost this, that'd be a little bit embarrassing. So let's see if we can just confirm the win here and move on to the Europa League quarterfinals. Now, NDI is on a run here, is going to cut inside a little bit. And NDI is going to try to pass it over. Pass gets through. Oh, Weah was going to be so in there if that final pass gets through, though. Now, Rangers feels like a sneaky team where, you know, like the thing in EAFC where you face a smaller team, they're actually pretty good. It feels like a team that could be like that. Branthwaite, good steal. Oh, man, I shouldn't have ran into him, though. Pass goes back. That is a chance we got to clear and not mess around with it. And Stack trying to get a block there, but okay, Pickford save, and we do survive that. That is a warning sign from Rangers. Okay, that's going to be a tough foul from Stack, and not the most encouraging start from us. Free kick is probably going to be by the first guy. Nope, second guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, they're actually going to lay it off here. Shot. Pickford. Full stretch save, and then Mikalenko will get a touch there. Okay, so yeah, a pretty good start for Rangers. A pretty good start. Now, Weah, options though. Trincao was in. Trincao, no, man, that touch just wasn't the greatest. Was he offside? No, the game just kind of stopped there. That was weird. Weah is going to steal it back. All right, Weah back to Garner. We got Mikalenko making a run. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have played that pass. I knew it kind of slowed down there. All right, the team is feeling some nerves here in our first European knockout game. For a lot of these players, it's their first taste of this. All right, Weah up to Nemecha, over to Trincao and DI. You're kind of in behind. Yes, you are, NDI. Looking for maybe the first goal of the season, and NDI has maybe finally scored. Man, that's so much relief. Yeah, he just let out so much anger with shooting the ball in the net again. But okay, finally NDI scores, and it's 3-2 now. A 1-goal lead for Everton Football Club. It is about time. The drought is over. See if that just settles us down a little bit. Mikalenko, good steal, actually. Now, NDI has space again, which, whoa, that defender caught up so quickly. I thought NDI was going to break away there. Palacios up to, I can't pronounce these guys' names. Good chance, though. Shot is blocked. Good defense, and that's going to be the first half right there. All right, Anton, good steal there. Now a chance to score a second, which will go a long way to sealing this, and Weah is in here. Weah is going to play it over to Nemecha. Nemecha, pass over. It's going to be NDI again. NDI has come to life. It is about time. That's 4-2 to Everton. The man has broken, like, the scoring curse finally. All right, we are on our way now to the Europa League quarterfinals. Very close to sealing this now. That is, if they score here, it might make it interesting, but O'Brien, good tackle by him. Weah, Nemecha over to Spence, who's making a pretty forward run here. Spence going all the way. Gonna stop in front of goal, take a shot himself, and that's gonna be 3-0 to Everton now. 5-2 in aggregate. That's probably gonna be it for Rangers here. All right, finding the scoring touch here in the second half, and we might continue with Trincao here. Gonna lay it off to NDI. NDI, okay, that is not what I wanted to do, not at all. Mikalenko to Trincao. Gonna play it back to him. Good play there. Now Mikalenko looking for an option. He's gonna cut inside. Back to Trincao. Over to Weah. Weah has options. Okay, we're gonna lay it backwards. This passing is insane. We had no option there, though. That was so sloppy. All right, now there's a free kick they might score unless they lay it off again. Are they going to lay it off again? No. Yeah, they are actually. What are they doing on these free kicks, bro? That's close enough to shoot. Maybe they just have no free kick specialists. Like, I don't know. NDI into Nemecha, over the top to Francisco Trincao. This should seal this game, and that's going to put a little cherry on top of it. 4-0. That's a commanding Europa League night win for us. And so challenging for the top 4 Europa League quarterfinals now. This season right now is looking very good, but still a lot left to play for. David Moyes, though, is definitely working some kind of magic again. All right, so unfortunately, our luck in the domestic cups this year has not been great. So that 1-0 loss versus United is going to kick us out of the FA Cup, which I would be more mad about, but we're doing so good in the Premier Europa League. I'm not too mad. We can now just focus on those 2 competitions, but it is a little bit sad. Now, next up, though, we have a game versus Spurs in the Premier League. Now, they're in second place. This feels like a big game for the top of the table. Second versus third, away versus Spurs. Now, win here go a long way to ensuring we do finish in the top 4. We're getting kind of close towards the end of the year, so second versus third, yeah, a big matchup. Now, Madison, good touch there. Passes open. Now we're trying to play that pretty well. Shot over. Pickford makes the save, and then Spence will collect. All right, not a bad first chance for Spurs here. Anton from behind. Good tackle. No foul. Lean tackle now to Trincao. Bissouma. That's kind of a physical battle that Trincao is not going to win, unfortunately. Garner, good steal. Now, can we break from this? Weah, I need more help. Going to go to Trincao. Now Trincao is going to wait. Over the top to Weah. Beautifully done. Now, that pass was a bit ambitious. Oh, that's going to fall, though. No, is that a foul on Trincao? That's not a foul. And I don't agree with that. Not at all. All right, Mikalenko steals it easily from Madison there. Now, Garner up to Trincao. We got Weah making a run. Going to go to Weah. To Nemecha. Over the top to Weah. Header attempt, and it's not enough power on that header, though. Hey, look, it's Ryerson playing for Spurs. Ryerson, a Man United legend of our last series. Kind of funny seeing him. Now, that cross is going to bounce awkwardly. Madison shot. Pickford save. and he will catch it. Okay, that is another solid chance for Spurs. Garner is going to play it through to Mecha. Should have played it to Ndiaye there. Going to go to Trincao instead. He breaks through. Francisco Trincao is going to score the first goal of the game. Man, he is so much better in that 10 role than the Shadow Striker role. That is what I've learned this year. Like, we have made Trincao even better than last year. And he's growing like crazy. I think he's now 88 rated. So, like, by far the best player in this team by, like, what, 5 ratings maybe? And okay, first half, Everton 1, Spurs 0. Now, this is some good passing, but okay, Mikolenko, good tackle on Brendan Johnson. Now, stack over to Trincao. We got Ndiaye in so much space. Counterattack FC might strike again. Oh, no, that pass, though. Oh, that pass was not good enough. That was a little bit rushed. Now, Brendan Johnson this time gets the turn on Mikolenko. Good ball there, but Pickford, good save. And that was probably their cleanest chance. Header not quite good enough to beat Pickford. Now, that's an insane cross. Branthwaite clearance. Not great, though. Is going to fall. Garner, good steal or good block, and then Stack is going to take it. Oh, man, what a counterattack. Weah is going to reach it. This would be the quickest counterattack of the series. Man, Anton Stack, what a pass. That is insane. 2-0 in the 67th minute. Or like Weah wasn't even in picture. I couldn't even tell where it was really. That is definitely the quickest counterattack of the series. And okay, 2-0. This looks like another win, man. We have played so good today. Yeah, I think this new formation has really made us a lot better. Kind of feel like more like an attacking, progressive team, you know, a modern, like a team, a top 6 team. Now saying that, bro, I'm about to concede after saying this, huh? Nope, Pickford save. The jinx is so real though. Okay, Spence clearance. Header down. No, that should have went right to Stack. Stack is going to get a tackle chance there. Garner. Oh, foul, I think. Wait, no foul? Okay, that looked like a foul. But, bro, we can't get this out right now. It's going to be a corner for Spurs. That is an absolute mess. Corner in. Cleared. Chance still for Spurs. Oh, man. What is happening? That's a goal kick. I don't know how they didn't score from that, though. Weah to Nemecha. Over. Pass over. Oh, Weah was going to be in there. I think actually that was Trincao, but all right, 3 minutes. I believe we have outlasted Spurs long enough to win this game. This should put us in pole position to be in 2nd place in the Premier League again. Man, there's potential for this season to get even more special than it's been. Now, Timothy Weah, crossover. Oh, that was Nemecha. I was going to go for a bicycle kick. Didn't quite work, but that's going to be full time. So, 2nd versus 3rd. Another huge win for David Moyes and Everton Football Club. All right, so right after that win, we had a tough 2-1 loss versus Crystal Palace. That's a tough result to get after a big win. And we now have Atalanta in the Europa League quarterfinals. So that's going to be a decent test for us. Now, after that loss, though, Premier League, we are down to 6th with a game at hand. Now, if we win our next game, though, we should be back up to at least 3rd. And that shows, though, 1 loss, you could fall so much right now. It's so competitive. All right, the first leg versus Atalanta, it is going to be a 1-1 draw. All right, so another draw in the Europa League. Now, question is, do we get a bounce back win in the Premier League? We are going to... It's going to be another draw. It's a 1-1 draw. Now, that's not a good result. And we are falling in the table. I don't like to see that. All right, though, let's try and make it now to the Europa League semis at least. And it's crazy. We've had such a good year, but we're down to 6th now. So, like, it's a competitive Premier League season. You could say that. All right, though, away in Italy, it is the Europa League quarterfinals. A win away from the semifinals. Now, Garner. You know what? An early shot. That is so sad. Is that a free kick, though? Okay, that is a free kick. This is definitely going to Francisco Trincao. This might be a little tough for him, though. He doesn't have the dead ball play style, so it's gonna have to be a pretty perfect free kick from Trincao, but we're gonna try it, though. Trincao, man, that just needed more curve on it. And we need to have, like, a free kick specialist in the team, someone with that play style. It's so hard to score without that. Now, this is a good chance for Atalanta. Williams looking for a pass. We kind of shut that pass off. Gonna be a chance though, and it's gonna be Led who scores first here. And that's such a weak goal to concede. All right, look at our center backs. They're just not fast enough to slide over. Mikolenko and actually, I think, Branthwaite. All right, that is not the start we wanted. Trincao, space here. Weah into Nemecha. Bro, we always have an instant response, like always. After conceding, there's like a 70% chance we score within 5 minutes. Easy goal for Nemecha, and this is tied up. And we are just swift response FC. Okay, let's try and not concede any goals that are as easy as the last one, although this team looks solid. We might face a big test here as Pickford thankfully makes that save. Crossover, that's gonna be a header. Oh my, that's gonna hit the crossbar. Clearance, there's an open net, and then Pickford will grab it. Okay, yeah, that was, oh my, oh my. Okay, what did I just try there? I tried passing it out and everyone's running away. I'm so lucky they didn't score that. Yeah, we are looking a little shaky this game. Although chance here in DI. Oh, that's not a good ball over to Nemecha though. That's so bad. Anton into Weah. There's space here. Weah. Oh, that could have been timed better, bro. It was in again. Nemecha was in. That's just timed a little better and a better pass. That's probably our 2nd goal. Now I see why they're playing good here. They have Openda, the striker that scares me the most in FC. Oh, we just running through here. Boys, we can't let him get through and just shoot like that easily. Okay, that was a shot at an open net where Inaki Williams, I think, played it just right into Pickford. Yeah, this is an interesting game so far. Stack, great ball to Spence. Spence made a good inside run there. Whoa, that was meant for Tyztir. Like, where is that pass going, boys? Oh, we're feeling the pressure again. This hostile environment, we're feeling it. Advance here, which, okay, we're just not making a tackle anymore. Gonna go through. O'Brien misses the second touch, and they're gonna hit the crossbar again. All right, we have definitely been second best here. We are lucky we're not down right now. All right, next 45 minutes will decide our European fate in our first ever European campaign. We don't wake up, but we're definitely gonna lose this, I think. Demecha back to Tyztir. Gonna play it over to Weah. Weah, good ball to Spence. There is so much space here. Spence is gonna lay it off. That's gonna go to Ndiaye. Okay, that was the easiest goal of the game so far. Spence making that run created just so much space. And okay, it is 3-2. Everton take a lead. That is definitely, though, against the run of play. Kind of feel bad for Atalanta. They've played so well here. I shouldn't say that because they're probably gonna score again. Okay, weird. Mikalenko. Whoa, whoa. Oh, what is happening in our box right now, bro? We're just so shaky. So many plays where we just can't clear the ball and make it safe. O'Brien? Is that a foul? Apparently that's not a foul. I don't even know what just happened there. He kind of just pushed Openda over. Man, Tyztir's got so much space, though, up to Demecha. Their defense is falling apart. Oh, Demecha just couldn't get to it after that touch, though. Okay, that's a whoa. What kind of cross is that, actually? That's not good. Okay, a chance to counter off that. Tyztir over to Weah. Weah plays. No, that ball is just not quite good enough again. It's just so sloppy. Some of these plays, we're just not playing as good as we can. Oh, good chance here. Spence. Clearance is decent. Ketson-led, a good pass though. Openda looking for a shot. Oh, I just left that space open. I brought, I think, Brantwaite over, and they're gonna make this 3-3. And that is just a mental mistake in the defense by me. This is not over yet. Tyztir over to Ndiaye though. Once again, the concede and reply. It's so real in this team. And we've done it again. I don't know why this keeps happening. But okay, we lose the lead and then retake it literally, what, 2 minutes later. Good finish from Ndiaye cutting inside. He's having a much better second half of the year. All right, though, 3-2. Okay, Spence, good tackle there. I feel like, though, this is not quite over just yet. Oh, Tyztir, what a tackle. That's insane. Now, if we can execute here, it might be game. Tyztir, oh, just Demecha was not making that good of a run, though. O'Brien, good tackle. Garner, get it out, please. Garner, good pass out. Tyztir over to Demecha. This should seal it. Demecha. Same play as in DI, and that is gonna seal our win here, I think. All right, this was a tough one, but in the end, we are gonna move on to the Europa League semifinals. That was a gritty, you know, character building performance in Italy. Fought through adversity. Nemecha has 2 and DI has 2, and we are gonna take down Atalanta. So full time, I thought this could have been it for our Europa League season here, but nope, we do keep it alive. All right, so after that win, we had a 1-1 draw versus Villa and then a 2-0 win versus Brighton. Now we got Liverpool up next, so the Merseyside derby, and we currently sit in 4th. Okay, so this feels like a big game right now. We are only 2 points off 6. We are, what, 4 points off 7, and then also 1 point off 3rd, so it's so close. Definitely gonna play this game. This feels like it might impact our final Premier League standing. So 4th versus 2nd, a Merseyside derby. I'm not sure this derby has had a matchup that affected the table this much in recent history. Because never mind this being a rivalry, this is such a big game for the top of the table. Now, in the past 2 years, this end of season matchup has gone definitely towards Liverpool's side. They beat us, I think, 3-0 last year towards the end of the year. See if this year our team has more stamina, you know, just more used to playing so many games. If we can get one over on Liverpool now, Tyztir is going to shoot and almost just scored one of the goals of the season. Bro, that would have been insane. That's gonna hit the crossbar. That's so unfortunate. Man, Tyztir is just a special player for us. All right, Spence over to Garner. Gonna play it to Tyztir. He's gonna lay it off to Weah, which that's gonna work really well here. Anton making another run into Nemecha. Nemecha is in a breakaway, kind of, but Gabriel's gonna get to him first. And it's a good chance for them. Rodrigo playing for Liverpool is gonna get a first shot away for them. All right, Rodrigo Liverpool, that's a pretty good signing for them. Anton has got space here. Gonna try to cut inside there a little bit. Go over to Garner. Garner, you got space and also a lot of pace. Now that's gonna fall pretty kindly for Nemecha, but his shot, was he offside? Oh yeah, he was just offside. That's unfortunate. And they got Barcola too, so they have a good team. No wonder why they're in 2nd place, challenging for the title. That shot from Barcola probably should have went in. We get lucky though as it goes wide. All right, both teams having solid chances here, and DI is in a turn. Good turn. Oh, that pass was so late though to Nemecha. Double slide. Good chance here. Rodrigo over, and we just couldn't slide over fast enough. Grimaldo is going to score for Liverpool, and that is it's 1-0 in the 35th minute. That is not a good goal to concede right there. We're going to wake up here. This is a different matchup. You know, we're playing for maybe Champions League next year. Tyztir shot. It's going to be blocked. You can't just go down and lose them like last year so easily. Spence over to O'Brien. Do Tyztir. Weah is in a better spot. Weah. No, I just couldn't find any angle to shoot there. Come on, boys. Find it. Find it. Garner. Into Mikalenko and DI. Perfect run in DI. Nemecha, I was trying to get the for sure goal there. We sweat it, and it's going to work. Nemecha, good finish. All right, 44th minute. Again, this team finds a response. Rodrigo, chance. Okay, Garner, good steal there. And okay, first half 1-1. It's pretty close here. Now, India has a lot of space here. Oh, I passed the dude to Dinkao, and he stopped his run right when I passed it. Why does he do that? That's so annoying. Literally, right when I press pass, he just stops running. All right, try this again. Dinkao over to Garner. Actually stack into Spence now. Spence, man, he has space. We're going to go to Dinkao, though, the better shooter. Dinkao is going through the midfield. Gonna go for a shot. Oh, I tried going near post there. Dinkao is gonna play it over to Spence. Into Weah. Weah. Play it back to Spence. Oh, this chance kind of, we just got too congested. Now, that's a good ball to Rodrigo, though. He's gonna pass it back to, I believe they're left mid. I can't pronounce the guy's name. Barcola, stack. Okay, I just missed that tackle so badly. Whoa, that was a good shot. And Spence will, now we can't keep it in. Okay, I'm feeling Ansu for NDI this game. I'm feeling that change. So 66th minute corner for Liverpool. That's going to be Garner. Clearance is okay. Ansu. Oh, he steals it. Okay, whoa. Can he get the ball at least? Thank you. Now a chance here at the Dinkao, and Nemecha is onside. Ansu gets us a chance to take the lead. I just took that chance so badly though. Oh man, that's like my worst attack of the year probably. How did I take that just so casually? Spence, turn. No, we're gonna lose there. No, man, that's such a missed chance by me, man. I had so much time to really get like a far post shot there, but I didn't turn enough. And they're passing this thing around really well right now. Garner can't win that back. Bro, look at that. Look how fast they're passing it. Into Grimaldo, slide it over into Soboslai. Oh, where's the shot coming at? Gonna be Soboslai. Bro, the ball is moving around so fast right now. Gonna be a shot there. Pickford will save it. Bro, that passing is like insanely quick. Corner sent in. That is cleared by Mikalenko. Oh, it's not a good clearance. Get it out, please. Oh, no, this is not good. Oh, this is really not good. Barcola, chance to shoot. Mikalenko, block. It's still here, though. We can't get it out. Soboslai into Rodrigo. Back to Soboslai. We got a foot on that. Then maybe just saved a goal. You might have one chance here if we're fast. Ansu, good touch there. Ansu is going to try to play it over the top. No, man, I really wanted that to go to Weah. All right, so we're going to draw with Liverpool. I guess, you know, they played so well that maybe that's a good result for us. Yeah, it feels like this game is going to impact, though, the final standings a lot. Man, I hope, though, my missed chance on Nemecha doesn't cost us top 4, because that chance I missed, that might come back to haunt me. All right, though, we now have Porto in the Europa League semis. Liverpool-Leipzig the other side, so we could face Liverpool again if we beat Porto, which that would be interesting. Now, this could be a tricky team, though, so first leg, see if we can get a good result here. First leg is going to be 3-2. Okay, so we lose the first leg. That's just not a good start for us. We got to make a comeback now. After that, Arsenal, next game is going to be, that's going to be a 2-1 loss. Okay, this is not going so well to end the season here, and it feels like our season could be crumbling before our eyes. So we got 3 games left in the Prem, including this Europa League semifinal. So Premier League, we are down to 5th. Man, that hurts. So 3 points off 4th and 3rd, and it's gonna be a close end of the season. Our best way of getting Champions League might be through the Europa League, which makes this 3-2 deficit even worse because we now have to make a comeback. So 3-2 down in Portugal, and we make a comeback to send us to a Europa League final. We're gonna give this game our all right now. We're gonna try our best, and this could impact next season, the season after that, so much. I mean, that is, of course, if there is season 4, which, by the way, drop a like if you want to see that. Yeah, this has a lot of impact on that, which this could be a terrible start. Terrible start. That shot goes over the net. All right, that's a let off because that was a dangerous chance by them. And they're playing so slow to start here. It feels like they're really trying to put us off our game. I just don't like this start. Branthwaite. Oh, that's awkward. We do get out, though. Okay. Man, this might be a tough one. We got to score quickly. Come on, Trincao. Over to Weah. We got to score here. Timothy Weah in on goal. Is going to take his time. Okay, we took our time. We're not going to miss that one. 24th minute, Weah makes it 3-3 on aggregate. That is a huge first goal. This is tied up already. Come on. When I believe in this team, I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. Come on. Steal there. Nice. Can you get it to Garner? Garner. Good pass over. Oh, it's beautiful. And DI. Nemecha, are you offside? No, he's going to be just offside. Weah was going to be in again. All right, there are spaces to attack their defense, though. I see them. Their defense doesn't look too strong here. Got to make sure we defend them, actually. Pass in. O'Brien. That is a good tackle. Fence to Weah. Weah is going to try to find Trincao if he can. Weah. Oh, the dribbling there is so good. The second guy, though, is going to make the tackle. All right, free kick for them, and DI clearance. Now Garner is going to get it over to Nemecha. Nemecha, Trincao. Weah again has space. Weah is going to be kind of in here. Now, does he have enough pace to go by himself? I don't think he does. Weah is going to try to go back inside. Oh, he just got caught, though, by the defender. I couldn't turn backwards there. All right, first half, it's tied up. They're playing so slow, though. They play the opposite we play. They play very, like, possession-based, a lot of short passing, while we play counter-attacking football. We've had a lot of the ball, just not too many chances. Weah, turn into Nemecha. Nemecha shot. I am not going to miss that one this time. 4-3, comeback complete in the 50th minute. A lot of time left, but that's a huge goal right there. Branthwaite, good steal. Garner gets it to Trincao. Options here. Gonna be Nemecha over to Ndiaye. Ndiaye has pace. Come on, Ndiaye. Oh, the finish. He took the ball backwards into the Porto defender. That was not exactly what I wanted. Now Garner, the pass here over to Weah. Weah, chance to shoot a cross goal. Timothy Weah, that's a huge goal for Everton. 3-0, that is comeback fully complete. Did we just put ourselves in a Europa League final, the first European final of the series? There's a chance we've done it. Might be our only chance of getting Champions League next year. So man, just gotta close this out now, run through the tape. And DI cuts inside pretty well there. Into Trincao. Over to Nemecha. Yeah, that pass was very ambitious. Not gonna quite work. Now we can't let him score though. We can't let him make this a 1-goal game. Pickford, save. Spence will collect it. All right, that was a big save though. That was a really big save. Spence is gonna fire it to Nemecha. Over to Trincao. Back to Nemecha. Weah is in again. Oh, we just couldn't get it through. Navarro, dangerous. Okay, that's all. He's gonna fall there. Nope, Spence gets it, and we do defend that pretty well. Okay. All right, though. So 3-2 down. We come to Portugal. We make a huge comeback. End up with a 3-0 win that puts us in the Europa League final. Champions League football next year is a real possibility. Now, Europa League final is going to be versus Leipzig. Okay, so we don't face Liverpool. Man, if we lose against them now, I'm going to be so mad. But okay, so 3 games left in the Prem plus a Europa League final. I guess next, let's see if we actually have a chance to finish top 4. I mean, there's definitely a chance, but we got to win our final 3 games probably. So first of 3 is versus Ipswich Town, which this is going to be a 3-1 win. Okay, good start. That's a good sim win. Now, we actually play the final before the final 2 Prem games. That's so weird. I like playing the finals like after the season's already over, but all right, so I guess we have a chance to get Champions League next year right now in this game, and a chance to win a European trophy with Everton. Now, really quick though, after that win in the Prem, we are going to be still sitting in 5th, but okay, a game in hand though, so if we win our game in hand, we'll be in 4th place. That won't matter as much though if we can win this Europa League final. So Everton versus Leipzig, by far the biggest game of the series to date. In only 3 years, can we make Everton European champions? That would be insane. Like, David Moyes has truly just worked some kind of voodoo magic on this team. But okay, Europa League final at the Signal Iduna Park. See what the boys can do in this game. Trincao, Weah, into Nemecha, over to, oh, and Dia was going to be in there. He got held up though. And that could have been an opening goal in the first like minute. Chance here for Leipzig though. It's going to be Xerxes. Chance to find a shot maybe. Okay, defense standing up strong. That's a good shot though. Pickford save. I'm just going to clear that. I'm not going to mess with it. All right, that was a good chance for them. That's a little scary chance. Spence doesn't win that. Okay, they still have Xavi Simons. I don't know if that's Sesko up top, but they still have a solid team. It is Sesko. That's a player that always scores against me. Xerxes chance. Branthwaite tackling at the last second. All right, their attack is very scary. I'm already seeing it. Sesko looking for a passer shot. Oh, I was so worried about Sesko that I did not track the runner. And Leipzig score first in this game. Man, I was so worried about Sesko, I didn't even watch the next guy. Okay, this might be a tough final. I don't know. This start here is not very encouraging for us. Vermeeren over to the same guy who scored the first. And Leipzig have 2 quick goals here. Bro, this guy is just destroying us. 2 goals already? 24 minutes in, 2-0 down. This is not how I envisioned this going. Oh, that was almost a good ball to Nemecha. Oh, Xerxes just turns. Bro, their attack is just, it's so deadly. They're getting chances every time they come down the field. That's just not good enough for a final. Gonna be cleared by Mikolenko, the corner. Vermeeren into Gertruda shot. Pickford has to make a full stretch save, and we are about to be up against it. 2-0 down, and they look like making it 3. Okay, we need some kind of response here quick. Stack over to Trincao. Trincao's gonna wait for the right moment. Gonna turn into Weah. Beautifully done, and he's onside. Okay, I thought he might have been offside. Okay, wait, grab the ball. It's 2-1. Grab the ball, Weah. 2-1, we are back in this. That through ball was just timed to perfection from Trincao. And all right, we have given ourselves a chance here, a chance. And DI over to Nemecha. Now, DI's making a run. And DI gets it. No, the touch, though, just went right into the defender. Oh, man, Vermeeren gets through. Sesko's going to be dangerous here. Xavi got to stop that pass. Good tackle by, I think, was that O'Brien or Branthwaite? Now, that pass out, though, is not good. Branthwaite there makes a good tackle. And okay, we walk out of here. First half, it's going to be 2-1 to Leipzig still. Okay, we got a breakaway chance here. Weah over to Nemecha. Nemecha's going to stop. To Trincao. Weah still onside. What a pass by Francisco Trincao. But Weah's shot is going to go wide. Man, I thought that was in the back of the net right there. That was a beautiful passing play. All right, Garner, steal, stack. To Trincao. Weah. Over to Nemecha. Oh, I feel like that pass is not going to get through. Okay, let's reset. Let's be calm about this. Find a right pass. Patience will find a better shot. Mikolenko. Oh, we're not going to find a better shot, though, because we just gave it right back to them. And Xerxes over to Xavi Simons, who hits the crossbar. Mikolenko clearance gets it away for a second at least. Man, they are close to putting this maybe out of reach. Sesko, chance here. Defense trying to stay in front of him. What a move. Okay, Spence gets that. We got to clear it. All right, Mikolenko, Pickford, get it out. Man, even that was a bit shaky. Brian, gonna get it to Stack. Good ball to Spence. Now Spence is gonna play it to Francisco Trincao. The keeper came out, but oh, it's gonna bounce in still. I ruined that chance so badly by taking an extra touch, but it's not gonna matter. The ball still finds the net. Man, that was so lucky though. That was so lucky. We have tied it up. Didn't go. That's a good finish, although I think it was mostly the keeper. Yeah, it was keeper, then off, I think, Dinkow's left foot. So it still counts as his goal, but yeah, it goes off his left foot, like his off foot. That's so weird. This is tied up, though. I'll take it. Come on, boys. Now will this comeback be for nothing? Thinking Ansu for Ndiaye here, probably our next sub. Stack. Good tackle on Xavi. Beautifully done. Oh, there's a good chance, though, for them. Okay, get over. Mark Xerxes, Spence, force him to the byline. I don't like this at all, bro. I don't like this. Sesko flips it up. Block by O'Brien, and we survived that. Man, 8 minutes left. Their attack is just so dangerous. Sesko, come on. Yes, good tackle again. And then Garner will keep it away from Xavi. We have 5 minutes left. A goal here might seal it, actually. Up to Nemecha. Oh, there's options. I don't want that pass to get blocked, though. Dinkau. What a pass over to Ndiaye. Ndiaye. No, that's an open net. Oh, you are kidding me. What an amazing play, but Ndiaye can't score it. Oh, man, that was a chance to absolutely win it at the final minute. Right, Ansu on for Ndiaye. We got 2 minutes left. I want to make sure we get the final chance here. I do not want to let them have a chance off a counterattack, so I'm going to hold it. Dinkau. Stack. Balls to Braithwaite. Okay, it's the one player I don't want shooting. Although it goes to Weah. Weah shot. Another chance. The header is going to go so wide, though. Oh, it's going to be caught by the keeper. And we are now going to extra time in the Europa League final. Man, there was a real chance to win it there, like a real chance. All right, who's going to come out on top here? This can go either way. First chance goes to them. Pickford makes a good save, though. And they've just had so many good chances created, like so many easy ones. Oh, what is that ball, though? Are you kidding me? What kind of pass was that? Oh, my, they're going to get a chance off that. Xavi shot, Pickford save. Cannot make mistakes like that in extra time of the Europa League final. Now, that's a good block, though, by Weah, and now we're away. That is so lucky. Ansu, you got fresh legs. How fresh, though? Ansu to Weah. Weah back to Ansu Fati. In the box here, Ansu's gonna cut inside. Ansu, what a good run. Oh, we just can't find the shot, though. Short corner to Spence. Spence over to Weah. Weah is gonna try to find Ansu. Ansu in the box. Oh, just once again, can't get the shot away. Man, there was a real chance there again. Okay, there on Sesko is just running past everyone here. Over to Mauro Icardi. Oh, no, that's a bad tackle by me. Okay, hold up. Chance still there. It's going to be a shot, and Sesko, what a finish. Oh, 105th minute, Leipzig take another 1-goal lead. Man, that was such a good finish by him. I can't believe that. All right, we got 15 minutes. What subs do I make here, though? I'm going to do Buwadi for Garner, and I think we probably leave it at that. Yeah, we got 15 minutes to tie this up and force penalties, maybe. Oh, that goal is just that's such a bad goal to concede at that time. It's hurt so badly. All right, Mikolenko on Barris has that. Now get this thing out. Buwadi plays it forward. There's space here. Dinkau. No, and Nemecha like stopped his run though. He ran inside. If he keeps running straight, he's like so in there. Man, that goal for them just felt like a backbreaker. Still there. There's a chance. We got 4 minutes though. Ansu gonna cut inside, gonna lay it off to Dinkau. Oh, we just got no stamina left. I think we have nothing left in the tank. Okay, boys, get it forward. Gotta be a pass there. No, we just can't get it through. Are we about to lose our first European final? Oh, Stack made a steal and we had space there. But nope, our first European final, the Europa League final, and we are gonna lose 3-2 to RB Leipzig, bro. That is just heartbreaking. Man, that felt winnable, but I feel like also they were the better team in this final. So I think the team that deserved it probably won it, but man, we had a real chance to at least push it to penalties. That is just so heartbreaking though to lose in that fashion. So not quite ready yet to be European winners, and man, that one hurts. Now that also hurts because that rules out any European qualification through the Europa League final, so it has to be through the top 4 now to get us Champions League football next year. We got 2 games left. We're going to sim one of them and probably play the other one. So Bournemouth at home and then Newcastle away. This will decide whether we're in the Champions League next year or not. So first one is going to be versus Bournemouth, and it is going to be it's going to be a 3-2 loss. We really just lost to Bournemouth. Are you kidding me? So now final day versus Newcastle United away. Bro, has our season really crumbled like this in the final 3 games? Oh man, we can't even get to 4th. We cannot even reach 4th place. Everton sit in 5th and we are 5 points off Spurs in 4th. Oh, I can't believe it. We had such a good chance to get Champions League next year. Such a good chance. I can't believe it's crumbled like this. Man, that is just so heartbreaking. Like, it's kind of funny. Every team has finished the season other than us. Like, that would never happen. Everyone plays in the final day, but that also means the last game doesn't matter. We're finishing 5th this year. We can't drop further. We're not going to climb up. The last game actually doesn't matter much. Oh man, that just hurts. So final game of the year is gonna be probably a 2-1 win. It is gonna be indeed a 2-1 win. You saw it there on the social media tab. So it's gonna be a 5th place finish in season 3. Oh, like that's really good if we're being honest. Like for Everton, that's really good. But it could have been so much better. It really could have been. Man, that is just so close to getting Everton Champions League football. So Chelsea champions, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs top 4. Man, that Nemecha miss I had versus Liverpool really costed us top 4. I think I'm looking back to that finish as the one that costed us. So that is the end of season 3. FA Cup goes to United. Carabao Cup is going to go to West Ham. Champions League is won by Atletico Madrid 2-1 over Dortmund, and then Conference League is won by Girona 2-0 over Lazio. Man, it sucks because like this season was so good. I feel so happy about our season, the way we played, but it can't help but feel like a little bit of a disappointment. Final stats though: Trincao 33-15, Nemecha 31-10, Weah 10-6, Ansu 10-11. And Ansu ended up playing a bit more than Ndiaye, probably due to form, and he actually played better than him. So really a comeback year for Ansu with a chance to get even better now. But man, that does hurt so badly. This team played so well. Just one result away from getting us in the Champions League next year. So another season in the Europa League for our club. But man, our goal next year has got to be to get Champions League. That's got to be our goal. Just so close this year now. Players developed, like Weah is up, Nemecha's up, then Ngao was 88 rated. The players are developing, so if we make a few moves and players develop further, I think we definitely look more so like a top 4 team. Just we're not quite there yet. Now, of course, that is if there is a season 4. There's got to be enough support for me to do another season here at Everton, so drop a like once again. 3,000 likes will unlock a season 4 of this series. Now, in terms of our coach, I feel like David Moyes, I can't really sack him considering how far he's brought Everton. So I think for now he's staying, but next year, definitely if we don't get Champions League, if we drop off at any point, there's a good chance that he might not last the entire season. Because we got goals to get this team to the top of European football, winning the Champions League. Next year, we have to make that leap towards the Champions League. And if we don't, like, big changes need to be made. So once again, drop a like if you want to see more of this series. And if you want to watch our latest My Player Career Mode episode of Alex Knight, then click on screen to watch that.